Welcome back, guys, to another episode. I'm so stoked to see you because today I'm talking about how to deal with a surf crowd. So when it's crowded, I think you know what I'm talking about. Let's hit the intro. Welcome back, I'm super stoked. I'm Daniel from the Surf Companions. If you're new to the channel, we provide you with the surf knowledge you need. And about this topic, if you not already have, go to page 13 in your Surf Companion, because here we have the general surf etiquette and the rules in surfing. But you get the insights, that's why you're watching this video, about my experience and the tips which helps you to deal with a crowded place, a crowded peak. So with a lot of surfers and what you can do about it. Let's go straight to the tips. Tip number one is when you see a crowded place, if you come to a spot, surf spot, and you see a big crowded place, it doesn't always mean they're like, oh, there's so many people, you won't get any waves. So first of all, when you do your spot check is important. When you do a spot check the sets of the waves, how many waves come in a set, like maybe only 2 to 3 a set, or maybe there are 10 waves a set. Let's check the crowd, who's taking waves, and is every set wave surfed. If this is already the case, then it's quite hard for you to get also set waves in the water. But if you do the spot check, and during your spot check you recognize, when a set comes, not every set wave is surfed, then it's still possible for you, depending on your level, to catch good waves. Tip number 2. Let's go over there. So, tip number 2 is, once you did the spot check and you realize there are possible waves for me, it's not that crowded in relation to the waves, then my second tip is, when you paddle out there into the lineup chest high, and because you don't know the people there, because you're maybe a holiday surfer, just paddle out into the lineup. Don't paddle straight to the peak, but at least say hello to everyone. So tip number 2, say hello to everyone, because you will realize instantly who's in a good mood and who's smiling back, or who's saying not hello or no smile whatsoever. And then you know already, for those persons, you have to be careful, or there's already some aggression in the lineup. You kind of sense the emotions in the lineup. Tip number 3. So, tip number 3. Once you made it out there, you did a spot check and you said hello to everyone, you're gonna sit in the lineup. Don't paddle straight to the peak and try to catch the first wave. That's really aggressive and not polite. So what I would recommend is tip number 3, paddle out there and analyze again. So you did a spot check from outside, yeah, there are possible waves. If you see already, like in tip number 1, there are 2 less waves, you go to another spot or you skip the day. But tip number 3 is, once you sit out there, don't take instantly waves and analyze the lineup again. Because usually there are a lot of surfers, but maybe around 80% sit on the shoulder of the wave, not exactly at the peak where you should paddle for the wave and take the wave because you have priority. Nevertheless, so once you're out there, you analyze quick again. So when it's the first set, don't ever take this first set. Wait for the first set and have a look who's paddling aggressive, who's catching always the first set wave, and so on. So you analyze again, and after that you recognize maybe only 5 till 8 people, depending how good the level of the surfers are catching constantly waves. So not everyone. From outside, yes, it looked crowded and whoa, don't go in, I hate it. But in the water, it's sometimes different. So that's my 3rd tip. Analyze at least 1 set again in the water and check out who cannot paddle really, who doesn't catch wave, and who is aggressive and he's really good in surfing. Then you don't have to catch those waves. Understood? Go to tip number 4. And tip number 4, yes, the last tip is for you. Once you're out there, go for the waves, you positioned yourself really nice, you waited for it, and you're in priority. So once you're out there, catch some waves. Yes, wait for the sets, be respectful, and let all the other ones also have waves, but don't sit there for half an hour on the shoulder and do nothing. No, sit close to the people who are catching waves all the time. Don't go around them to sit on the peak, but sit next to them, and the set comes, they have waves, and you will be the next one. So that's really important to know. You should catching waves out there because the lineup would take you serious and you will have waves. So I hope that was helpful. Yes, I provide you with surf tips, and if you not already have, get your own surf companions because you will get the surf knowledge in amazing illustrations. Link is in the description below. And if you not already did, subscribe and like and share it with your friends because I love to teach and coach. That's what I do the past 9 years, and now here into the camera. So I hope to see you next time. Check out our other videos and see you next time. Daniel from the Surf Companions.